and we think that they can control how we feel or that we can control how they behave, or we blame them for holding us back. But really, it's our own choices that do that. You have to accept that you're your own person and other people are separate from you. The only person you should compare yourself to is the person that you were yesterday. The pieces of the world come about, and deep down, we want the world to be fair. We want to think that if we put enough good deeds, enough good things will happen to us, or if we tough it out through enough bad times, we'll get some sort of reward. But ultimately, you have to accept that life isn't fair. And that can be liberating. Yeah, it means you won't necessarily be rewarded for your goodness, but it also means no matter how much you suffer, you're not doomed to keep suffering. The world doesn't work that way. Your world is what you make it. But of course, before you can change your world, you have to believe that you can change it. I once worked with this man who'd been diabetic for years. His doctor referred him to
थोड़ा
therapy
स्पेस रख
because
लेना.
of bad mental habits that were starting to affect his physical health. His mother had died from complications of diabetes at a young age. We just believed he was doomed. He'd given up, trying to manage the together. In fact, his blood sugar had gotten so high lately that it was starting to affect his vision. He had his driver's license taken away, and his world was shrinking. When he came into my office, it was clear he knew all the things he could do to manage his blood sugar. He just didn't think it was worth the effort. But eventually, he agreed to make one small change. He said, I'll give up my 2-liter-a-day Pepsi habit, and I'll trade it in for Diet Pepsi. And he couldn't believe how quickly his numbers started to improve. And even though he came every week to remind me how horrible Diet Pepsi tasted, he stuck with it. And once he started to see a little bit of improvement, he said, well, maybe I could look at some of my other